Good morning, Steve here. It is, what day of the week is it? It is Wednesday and it is hot on a Wednesday. Well, it's not really like temperature hot wise. I just have a lot of energy this morning. Morning ritual gives me my energy. Want to talk a little bit about meditation. About 5 years ago, maybe 4.5 years ago, I decided to go to counseling. And one of the techniques that my counselor gave me was the idea of meditation. And meditation was a great concept. I don't know why I still have my headphones on. I was listening to my music, so I just mid thought was like, Steven, why do you have these headphones on? Okay, I have them on because I was using them in my meditation this morning, which is I meditate to focus on my breathing, to slow my mind down, to get focused in the day. So I started off, if you want to build a meditation habit, use the app Headspace. That's what I started off with first. I did guided meditation. Guided meditation helps you get into the mindset of meditating, and it teaches you how to meditate because meditation has to be learned. I know I talk to a lot of people and they're like, oh, my mind races too fast. I could never pay attention to meditate. And that's really the point of meditation. The point of meditation is to slow your mind down and focus on your breathing. And you need to learn how to do that. So if you're frustrated, because a lot of people talk about meditating, just take the time to learn it. Be patient with yourself. It's taken me it's taken me 5 years to get to the point where I feel comfortable, meditating for 20 minutes. And I still use a guided meditation. I haven't got to the point where I can meditate on my own, just me and my breathing. So I know it's a work in progress, but just stick with it. And that's my advice. If you want to build a habit, just stick with it. There's choices that you can make that support yourself. So, quote for the day from my 5 minute journal: don't try to lessen yourself for the world. Let the world catch up with you. That's by Beyonce. If any of you are all in the Beehive, that's a great quote by Beyonce. I really think about that myself. Let the world catch up with you. You can make choices, you can set the pace for yourself. I think a lot about, email, right? People are always telling me to denounce email and don't look at your email first thing in the morning. It's not about the email, okay? It's about the choices that you make. You have a choice. You can wake up in the morning, you can choose to check your email, or you can choose to meditate. Like this morning, I was excited. I wanted to read about the election. I wanted to read election results. First thing I wanted to do in the morning. But I knew that if I sat and read election results, then I would miss my morning meditation and I would miss my 5 minute journal. That's a choice. I'm not being bewitched by my phone. I'm simply making a choice. So it is not the phone's fault. It is not the email's fault. It is our behavior. Okay? Remember that. Our behavior, we have a choice. Don't throw your phone under the bus. Don't throw email under the bus. Throw yourself under the bus. Old Led Zeppelin song, nobody's fault but mine. Remember that. It's nobody's fault but mine. I always had that told to me by people, and now that I've gotten a lot older, it really kind of makes sense. All right, Spotify this morning for my songs, I hit shuffle on my 2015 top songs. Now, my top songs from 2015 weren't necessarily songs that were made in 2015. These were songs that I just chose to listen to in 2015 a whole lot. So Spotify pulled those up for me, curated it in 2015. They save those playlists for you so you can go back to them. So I went back to mine today and listened to it. So first song that came up was "In the Closet" by Michael Jackson. Second song that came up was "Bird in the Hand" by Ice Cube. Now, what's really cool about Bird in the Hand" by Ice Cube? It's on his Death Certificate album. And Ice Cube was a very politically charged rapper back in the 90s. "Bird in the Hand" is really, really politically charged. Go listen to that song if you get a chance to. It has a very, very intense beat in it. Love the beat in "Bird in the Hand." It's really catchy. You find myself listening to it all the time. But when I researched Death Certificate, well, the album's Death Certificate, but when I researched "Bird in the Hand," it was featured a beat from a BB King guitar solo. And that's fascinating. I went and looked up the BB King guitar solo, and it's wow. I mean, that to me shows some musical prowess to be able to make a connection between Ice Cube and BB King. Now, that's not done usually by Ice Cube, probably not, but it was done by his producer, his mixologist, the person who made the beats for him. But I thought that was very, very cool. Now, I'm gonna leave you with this thought: make connections across your day. Whoever you're working with, if you're feeling that desire to get agitated or irritated, remember that the people in front of you usually aren't working against you. They are working a lot of times to preserve what they have. to hold on to what they have. And not saying that in a negative way. Everybody goes to work because they want to take care of their families, because they have a support network, because they have people that they love and take care of them. It's a concept called Sonder that I read about in the Dictionary of Obscure Sorrows. If you want to look up something cool, look up the Dictionary of Obscure Sorrows. But watch this video on the concept of Sonder. And Sonder really talks about that we're not the only ones who are living glorious, fabulous lives with a support network around us. And when you enter into that support network, you will see that there are people who are happy and excited, and there are people who are in grief and who are hurting. So I think about that. You know, the scripture I read today in Psalm 10 said that the Lord hears those who are grieving and he considers those who are afflicted. It may be reversed. But the whole concept is that if you have grief and if you are afflicted, you are considered. So I know right now that there are people who are battling. 19 people perished yesterday in Tennessee in tornadoes. We have the coronavirus where we're seeing people lose their lives. And just in your day to day, and people that are around you, I know that there are people who are perhaps battling cancer, people who are seeing relatives who are in hospice care. It may not be our turn at the moment, but it's somebody's turn in this world and probably in your network. So if it is you, know that you are considered. If it isn't you, take time to consider and encourage someone else. Anyway, that's Stephen for today. I will see you tomorrow. 90 days that I'm doing here on YouTube. I have my headphones on because I was listening to music. I'm taking them off now. Don't know why I kept them on. I just did. I was going to do a 2 minute and 39-second video because my watch time when I checked my YouTube analytics said 2 minutes and 39 seconds. So if you tuned me out at 2 minutes and 39 seconds, then I'm not really speaking to you. Really shouldn't be talking to you anyway because you tuned me out. But if you're still listening right now, at 7 minutes in, I'm out because I'm getting ready to go to work. Have a great day. See you tomorrow. 90 days. Hey, I got to film the Stephen Thompson Experience, my podcast. I got to get around to it. I've been sitting on this episode called Stand By Me. I really need to get it recorded sometime this week. Also, StephenThompsonRevolution.com. My blog is up. I am putting excerpts from my novel up. It is really fascinating. The Adventures of Aquafunkapus and his band of misfit heroes. I am just really experimenting, loving my art. Okay. Inspired by this YouTube video by my mastermind group led by Faye Wu. You can find her at faysworld.com. If you want to be an entrepreneur, an independent content creator, check out her website, check out her blog, not her blog, check out her podcast, check out her YouTube channel. If you want to learn how to be an independent content creator, she does a lot of cool stuff. She has a documentary on Amazon. Anyway, my wife over here, stuffed animals, Etsy page, all sorts of cool stuff going on. My health and wellness coach, I got to go take my blood sugar. Helen, she has a website, deeplyhumans.com. You can learn a whole lot about health and taking care of yourself. Anyway, take care. See you soon. Bye-bye.